Hey, it's AV. I'm going to show you how I made this pop-out Funfold card that I learned how to make from Simply Simple Stamping by Connie Stewart. Please check out her channel for more inspiration. My card base measures at 5 1/4 by 11 inches, and I scored it at 1 3/4, 3 1/2, 5 1/4, and 7 inches. I folded my score lines forward, back, forward, back. I placed my cardstock in my paper trimmer exactly the way you see it with the score lines up. I then moved my cardstock over to 1 1/4 inches and I cut from the first score line to the third score line. I then flipped my cardstock over, moved it over 1 1/4 inches, and repeated the same process. I cut from the first score line to the third score line. I pulled my window forward and I pushed the middle score lines back, and then I folded my card base flat. I used Inka Dinka Doo Flower Flourishes stamp set to make my pattern paper. I inked up the stamp using my Wow embossing pad, and I used rose gold from Wow embossing powder to cover my stamp, and then I heat set it. From the pattern paper that I made, I cut 2 panels measuring at 1 1/4 by 5 inches. Those go on the outside. I cut 4 panels measuring at 1 1/2 inches by 1 inch. Those are for the inside panels. And my middle panel is 2 1/2 inches by 3 1/2 inches, scored down the middle at 1 5/8. I used my Wow embossing pad to ink up a sheet of heavyweight cardstock. I covered that with rose gold embossing powder from Wow, and then I heat set it. From the rose gold cardstock that I made, I die cut a monarch butterfly fancy die from Hero Arts and the fine script die from Paper Rose. I adhered the butterfly to the pop-out fold. I made a card base measuring at 5 by 3 3/4 inches. I adhered the card front measuring at 5 inches by 3 3/4 inches to my card base. I adhered the card base down to the back panel. I added the happy birthday sentiment and a few butterflies. And that is how this card came together. If you're interested in longer tutorials, please let me know, and let me know what fun folds you would like to learn. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Take care.